Components that make up the AWS Global Infrastructure. Availability zones, regions, edge locations, regional edge caches, local zones, Waveland Jones, and Outpost. So let's dive into each components separately. AWS Availability Zones are the physical data centers of AWS, where compute, storage, network, and database resources are hosted. It's important to note that a single AZ is not equal to a single data center. In fact, multiple data centers form a single AZ. Each AZ is geographically located within the same area, linked by highly resilient and low latency connections. These connections are used by AWS services to replicate data for high availability and resilience purposes. High availability and resilience. Utilizing resources across multiple AZs within a region allows you to create highly available and resilient applications and services. By architecting your solutions to utilize resources across more than one AZ, you ensure minimal or no impact to your infrastructure in case of an AZ failure. It's always a recommended best practice to make use of at least two AZs in a region to maintain high availability of your infrastructure. Let's dive into the concepts of regions and how they impact your cloud infrastructure. A region is a collection of availability zones that are geographically located close to one another. AWS has deployed them across the globe to allow its worldwide customers base to take advantage of low latency connections. Each region will act independently of the other and will contain at least two availability zones. Selecting the right region is crucial for optimizing latency responses times for your customers. It also allows for compliance with regulations, laws, and governance related to data storage. Plus, utilizing multiple regions creates a level of high availability crucial for business continuity. At the time of publishing this video, there are currently 32 regions and 102 availability zones with 4 additional regions and 12 additional AZs planned. It's important to note that not all AWS services are available in every region. So understanding which services are available varies key. So when it comes to architecting your cloud infrastructure, choosing the right region is a decision that can significantly impact the performance, compliance, and availability of your services. So let's dive into the role of edge locations. Edge locations are AWS sites strategically deployed in major cities and highly populated area worldwide. They're not used to deploy main infrastructures like EC2 instances or VPCs, but rather by AWS services such as CloudFront and Lambda Edge to cache data and reduce latency for end user access. So the benefits are by leveraging edge locations as a global content delivery network, AWS ensures that end users accessing your services experience reduced latency. For example, when a user accesses a website hosted on EC2 instances and S3 from Europe, they are redirected to their closest edge location in Europe, significantly reducing latency. So the next time you access a website or app, remember the role of AWS edge locations in delivering a seamless and fast user experience. AWS Global Infrastructure is truly at the forefront of optimizing digital experiences. So let's dive into AWS Regional Edge Cache. In November 2016, AWS introduced the Regional Edge Cache, a pivotal addition to their infrastructure. Unlike individual edge locations, the regional edge cache has a larger cache with retaining data that has expired at the edge locations. So the benefits of regional edge cache, this means that when the data is requested at an edge location and is no longer available, the regional edge cache steps in, reducing latency by serving the cached data instead of retrieving it from the original servers. Experience faster, more efficient content delivery with AWS Regional Edge Cache. So let's dive into local zones. In 2022, Amazon launched its first 16 local zones, strategically positioned near highly populated area without an AWS region nearby. These zones provide ultra low latency and cater to data residency requirements. AWS local zones are currently available in 33 metropolitan areas with 19 more planned for the future. They are seamlessly connected to a parent region, enabling access to all other AWS services via a secure, dedicated, high-speed connection. In August 2023, AWS introduced dedicated local zones, offering fully managed infrastructure for exclusive use by specific customers or communities. These zones are ideal for mission-critical and sensitive workloads, especially in sectors with strict governance controls. Experience the power of AWS local zones and dedicated local zones for your resource deployment and data residency needs. So let's introduce AWS Waveland Jones. Much like AWS Local Jones, AWS Waveland Zones place core AWS services closer to large end user bases and are connected to a parent region via a secure, dedicated high-speed connection. However, that sets Waveland Jones apart is that they are embedded within 5G mobile broadband networks and are deployed within the data centers of large telecommunications providers. So the benefits of AWS Waveland Jones are by deploying AWS resources such as VPC subnets, EC2 instances, and EBS volumes to an AWS Waveland Zone, developers can offer ultra low latency and increased reliability for 5G applications such as live video streaming and interactive gaming. This is achieved by reducing the number of network hops and eliminating the need for any traffic to traverse the public internet. So currently AWS Waveland Jones are available through Verizon in the United States, KDDI in Japan, SK Telecom in South Korea, Vodafone in the UK and Germany, and Bell in Canada. So experience the power of AWS Waveland Jones and take your 5G applications to the next level. AWS Outpost, bringing the capabilities of the AWS cloud to your on-premises data center. AWS Outposts bring the same hardware used by AWS within their data centers to your on-premises data centers, allowing you to use native AWS services including EC2, ECS, EKS, S3, RDS, and EMR on-premises. Outposts can be connected to AWS using either a direct connect or VPN connection, and they are fully managed, eliminating the need for patch management and software updates. Experience the power of AWS in your own data center with AWS Outpost.